welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and I'm a Canadian budgeter, and today we are stuffing $710. This is from my full-time income as well as my husband's contribution, which is now a regular thing just because our finances have changed and I get less income coming in. I quit a part-time job that I used to have, and our small business is just slower in the winter months. So yeah, we're gonna get started. The first thing we usually do is remove some of the coins and the extra bills in our cash envelopes. So for groceries, I'm just gonna grab my coin jar here. So for groceries, we do have bills and coins left. I'm just gonna put the bill to the side and we are going to use this for a challenge later. And then the coins go in our coins jar. And once it's full enough, we will definitely count this and bring it to the bank. Usually the funds that we get from this, I put towards debt, which we're still working on. Gas has $100. I usually would put this to the side, but I'm going to roll it over. Date night is getting its coins removed, but the bill is staying in there and is being rolled over. My envelope is empty. My husband's gets rolled over as well as my dog. And then for my business envelope, I just removed the coins. We have a ton of coins in here because we had some orders in the last couple of weeks. And so we had to go and buy some supplies, and that creates a lot of coins. All right, so the only bill we have is the $5, and we're gonna put our coin jar back to the side. There we go. So for groceries this week, we are doing our usual $200, but I am doing it in two $100 bills instead of 450s because I use the $100 usually, so it doesn't really matter. And it's just easier to have less bills in there. Household is getting its usual $10. We hadn't been using it, but we did use it last time, so there you go. I jinxed it, obviously. Gas is getting its usual $100 as well, and it now has $200. This money has pretty much been used. So gas has been really expensive, but yeah, anyway. We are kind of ignoring the gas prices and we're doing a road trip in a couple of weeks, so I can't wait for that. Date night is getting $50. We went over our date night budget last week. I know I have a $5 bill, but we actually went over and used a credit card because we haven't done groceries in a really long time. We are going to Costco tonight and then groceries tomorrow, but we are so due. My envelope is getting $10 and I'm still in a deficit, I think, so I'm going to have to pay myself back with that. My husband's envelope is also getting $10 and he now has 20, 40, 60, 70. Archie, our dog, is getting his usual $80. And he now has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. So 185, which is great because that's enough for his daycare, his food, and a couple of bags of treats. So he is set up for the next month. And our business envelope is not getting anything. I think we have like 390 in there. I'm not gonna count it because it's just really irrelevant and it changes constantly. We're going to move on to our high priority sinking funds. So emergency is just getting $5 this week. And that is typical because I do plan on using my 100 envelope challenge towards our emergency fund. So I just don't pay attention as much in this one, but it's all good. We now have 100, 105, 110. Which is awesome because we've never had an emergency fund before. So even having 110 in there is great. Medical is getting $45. Wow. We spent so much on medical in the last month, and I keep spending because I am having medical issues. I'm going to be honest. It's not anything to the point where I'm hospitalized or anything like that, but like antibiotics, medication, like various vitamins, probiotics, like there's just so much going on. Appointments, like appointments that I've just never had to deal with. So I am definitely in a deficit with our medical bills right now, and I'm just trying to put more towards this. So going forward, I'm not in a deficit. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, which is not a lot when you consider that medical things are just so expensive. Vet bills is just getting $5. Archie is nowhere near due to go to the vet, so he now has 25, but we don't really need this right now. We're just saving up for future vet bills. Home maintenance is getting $10. Spring is here and summer will be here soon, and we tend to spend more in home maintenance during the summer months because I like gardening, and so we buy a lot of vegetables and plants and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna try and make sure I have money in here for that. So we now have 20, 30, 40. Am I chit-chatty today? Sometimes I'm like not at all, and then sometimes I'm like excessively chatty. So anyway, car maintenance is getting $15. How are you guys doing? How is life? What are you up to? How's your financial stuff going? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. I say it every time, but I really do. So now in car maintenance, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, which is awesome. We do have an appointment on Thursday, but I do think my husband will end up paying for that one, which is good because I don't have enough for it, I think. Maternity leave is getting $5. It now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 105. Subscriptions is also getting $5. It now has 20, 30, 35, 40. I think our next subscription is only in September, so we're good on that. Debt is getting 25. And I usually bring it right back to the bank, so that's why it's always empty. I don't do like a debt snowball or anything. Now we're gonna move on to our low priority sinking funds. Vacation is getting 15. Like I said, we are traveling in a couple of weeks with my sister and her fiance, and I just cannot wait to get out of the country. Let me tell you, we're just doing a road trip, but we're still getting out of the country, which we haven't done since before COVID hit. I think we were due to go, we had a trip booked right when COVID hit that we had to cancel out of the country. So we haven't been out in so long, and I cannot wait to go eat at US chain restaurants, I'm gonna be honest. Like, we just love like Texas Roadhouse, Chick-fil-A, Shake Shack, all those places, and I cannot wait to go and just eat my way through our road trip. It's gonna be so much fun. So on vacation, we have 100, 110, 120, 125, and we do have some money set aside in the bank for vacations. So we are good there. This will probably not even be used. I assume we'll use what we already have in the bank, but anyway, it's there if we need it. Christmas is getting $10. Still slowly working away at Christmas. A lot slower than a lot of people, but I will accelerate maybe like in the summer probably, but for now I'm good being slow. 50, 60, 70. A lot of people have like 200, 300, and I'm like, oh, $70. Gifts is getting $5. It now has 50, 60, 65, 70. Future home is getting 15. It now has 100, 120, 130, 135, 140. Future dog is getting 15. We don't know if we'll get a dog now. It was in our plans for the longest time, but we are debating at this point. So we will see, but we're gonna keep saving for it. So we now have 50, 1, 110, 115. Baby fund is getting $10. It now has 50, 100, 110, 115. Electronics is getting $5. This is such a sad $5 bill. Okay, it's just gonna have to do. It now has 20, 30, 35. My sister's wedding is getting $5. Oh my gosh, we've started talking about it. It's still in like a year and a half, but we have started talking about like her bachelorette and stuff. And I think we're gonna go to Nashville. We've never been to Nashville, but she wants like a country Nashville bachelorette. It's so opposite to her personality that it's perfect. Like, she's so not a country girl. She never listened to country music until she met her fiance, but it's just like so perfect. And we're gonna do like all the classic Nashville things. If you've ever been to Nashville, let me know, or if you're from there. I don't think anybody from Nashville is probably watching this, but if you've been there, what are your favorite restaurants, bars, like things to do? Even better, if you've done a bachelorette in Nashville, what do you recommend? But I just like, I cannot wait to plan it. I'm maid of honor. She hasn't proposed to me yet, but I'm definitely her maid of honor. And I cannot wait to plan this bachelorette with her and her friends. Like, it's gonna be so much fun. So I am just putting $5 today, but I think you guys are gonna see me putting more towards this, because now that we kind of have somewhat of a plan in place, I'm gonna get excited and I'm gonna wanna save for it. So anyway, it now has 20, 40, 50, 55. Miscellaneous is getting $5, and this category is gonna come in so handy because I need to pay myself back for stuff, and miscellaneous is going to come in to help me out with that. It now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. And then our Dream Home Savings Challenge is getting some money this week. I'm gonna put this to the side and grab a highlighter. Okay, so it's getting 45. Yeah, it's getting 45. We're still in the first row. This is like a habit of mine recently, but we are doing a big number this month at one point. So we're gonna get ahead on this. It's just taking us longer than we thought. So 40, 45, perfect. So we're going to count this. We now have $1,000 in the bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. That slipped in my hand. Let's restart. 1,000 in the bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 755, 760. Okay, 1,760. I think that's right. Anyway, I'm so excited to reach $2,000. It's like a long time coming. We've been doing this challenge for so long, but I've only been able to stuff the small numbers lately, so it's just not going as fast as it used to, because it used to go faster. Anyway, it's not a big deal. So we put $45 towards that today. And then we had $5 left from our cash envelopes, and I also budgeted another $5 for the 100 envelope challenge. So we're going to find 2 5s and stuff 2 5s today. This challenge has also taken a backseat because with inflation, I never have that much money left over in my cash envelopes, and that's how I used to stuff this a lot. and now I only have like $5, so I'm having to budget for it, and I don't really have the budget for it. So it's going a lot slower than it used to, but I'm just happy and proud that we're stepping at least a little bit every couple of weeks, and we're still trekking along with this, because at the end we'll almost have $2,000 in here, and it's going to go towards our emergency fund, but also I think some will go towards debt. I'm not sure. Anyway, still thinking about it. With that being said, I have stuffed everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you like these videos in general, you can definitely subscribe and see more of them coming up here soon. And like I said earlier, definitely leave a comment. I love reading them. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.